Why do your parents want to meet me?
They've seen Uncle Roger.
Hey! Thank you. Don't tell your dad it's partially based off of him.
Yeah.
Welcome to Rise to Meet You, a comedy podcast with me, Nigel.
And me, Evelyn Mock.
Hey! Welcome back, listeners, to episode 76.
76, and I am back in Sweden, as you can tell.
No. Evelyn, before the episode started, Evelyn was struggling to do her makeup. Okay?
Struggling?
We always jump on the call half an hour before to talk about topics and things we want to talk about. And then I was just seeing, when Evelyn answered, she looked like a geisha. I know we are filming today, but don't do new makeup techniques on filming day.
I wasn't doing new techniques. I was doing I've done it like twice, but I was just doing it with like a different foundation, and apparently I think I've gotten some like sun color, so that foundation was too light for me. So yes, I did look like a geisha. I looked like I was doing whiteface.
Yeah, you're spending 15 minutes to make yourself look worse. Why?
Aw, Nigel. Well, now because everybody's like, I've gotten so many comments on my appearance, I'm like, I can't let people down.
You're trapped. You're trapped now.
I built my own trap.
Yes. Don't you wish you still look like shit? You know what I mean?
I mean, part of me does, because then I could have not showered today. I could have just like...
People would just be like, oh, yeah, Evelyn looks depressed again. Nothing new.
Let's leave her alone. Let's not talk about her looks anymore.
Let's focus on Nigel.
Oh,
he showered. He did his hair.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
But that's good. Here's how you know we're an Asian podcast with a lot of Asian fans from Asia. Because half the comments are about our looks and about what we are wearing. Which I quite appreciate because it makes me want to improve myself and wear nicer clothes for you guys.
And it makes me want to just lay in bed and not show myself. No, that's not true. I mean, I really appreciate it too, actually. And especially because I have like just gone through a change and everything. And actually, I want to apologize to our listeners because last week I realized I might have sounded like I was like, why are you guys commenting on my looks? I don't mean it like that. Like, I appreciate all of the positive comments. It's just like, I think it was me realizing that my depression was more visible than I thought it was. And so that was quite jarring for me. But I do appreciate like all of the nice comments because I do make an effort now. Like I this sweater is new and I wore it today because I was like I wanted to show it off and stuff.
Nice.
So.
You make me feel special.
Yes. It only took a year of playing this sound effect constantly every week for Evelyn to gain some confidence.
Well, I mean, it took a year of that sound effect and you just being like, you look like shit.
It works. It works, people. Tough love works.
Oh my gosh. What about new you, Nigel? You're just wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah, on purpose. This is not, oh, I'm depressed. I can't be bothered making an effort. This is me choosing which one shows off my biceps the most. Okay? And I will flex them a little. You can see that. They're nice. They're nice.
He did say, like, before we started, he was like, oh, this t-shirt makes me look so buff. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Why, when you do an impression of me, you do that voice that... Is that what I sound like?
In my mind. Your personality sounds like that in my mind.
Yeah, welcome to Rise to Meet You. You're a comedy podcast, yeah.
You sound like a bro.
I don't sound like that.
You don't sound... Okay, so you sound like an uncle, but like the things you say are bro-y. So you're like a bro-y uncle.
What do you mean bro-y uncle? I just like the way I look. Okay? I don't
It's
have
like-
high standards, listeners.
Nice. Oh, that's so funny. Oh well. But
Well-
yes, I did do my makeup today because we've gotten a lot of attention and it's really, really sweet. Like reading all the comments in the Discord. And I actually, Nigel, I think I might have read my most favorite comment in our Discord ever. And I'm going to read this to you. I
What
don't
is
think
it?
you've seen it yet. I haven't shown you. Okay. So we had a few listeners who were talking in one of the channels and they said, actually, can I ship Nigel and Evelyn? Is this allowed? And I don't know what ship means. What does ship mean?
They just want us to be in a relationship. That's young person slang term.
Oh.
So, in the 7 years when you're depressed, the world has evolved a bit and there are new words that come into people's lexicon.
I'm so old.
You are.
I am so
The world has
old.
passed you by in that 7 years, man.
Oh my God.
It's time
Oh
to do
my
some
God.
catch up, girl. Time to
No.
do some catch up.
So this listener called Pilly Backstow, shout out, she says, actually, can I ship Nigel and Evelyn? Is this allowed? And then JTHM777GR.
The classic
need-
handle.
You need an easier handle. JTHM77GR. You need an easier handle, but okay. So she says yes, and then Pilly Baxter says, I really love their chemistry. And then JTHM77GR says, I do too. Sometimes I'm like, one day when they're alone together, after Evelyn lets out one of her infectious laughs at something dorky Nigel said, he's going to take her hand, catching her completely off guard, and he'll gently and sincerely say to her, Evelyn, let's stop kidding ourselves. We are perfect for each other. I can't imagine my life without you. Marry me. And then he'll get down on one knee and bust out a ring he's been secretly carrying for years.
Ugh. Oh my God. You're killing me, woman. That's all I have to say to that. What is this shit?
It's the best thing I've read. We're getting fan fiction written about us, but it's like, I have to say, it's so misguided. Guys, you guys have listened to us, right? You guys get the dynamic,
it grows
right?
me out. It grows me. I don't want to hold your hand. Ugh.
I sincerely...
You're diabetic, COVID-ridden. Ugh.
Patient zero hand.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's so funny. But Nigel, I have to say, I sincerely hope that you never do that.
No. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm never gonna do that, okay?
Yeah.
Listeners who ship us. Evelyn could be naked in my room right now and I'd be like, fucking put some clothes on. All right? You have a podcast to record. Let's put some clothes on.
And I'd be like, no, I want to do it naked today. Nigel will be like, okay, whatever.
No, we're gonna get demonetized, girl.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
if you're
that's
naked,
true.
you're not getting on the camera.
Demonetized on YouTube, monetized on Pornhub.
To monetize on Pornhub, you need to at least get clicks. So I don't think.
I honestly think I fit into so many fetishes. I really do. I'm plus size. I'm Asian. I can do things with my feet. Like I fit into a lot of things.
That's true. That's our next career. Why don't we put our podcast on Pornhub?
Oh my God, we should totally
Anybody
try.
can upload anything. Why don't we put our podcast on Pornhub? Nice to meet you on Pornhub. Let's start a Pornhub channel.
I had a friend who put his stand up on Pornhub and he just got comments like, dude, not funny. Get off Pornhub. It's so funny. But
Don't ruin Pornhub. It's a sacred place. I don't want to see your
It's a
stupid stand-up.
place.
It's a sacred place for me.
There was another guy who's a comedian in New York who put up videos he put up funny videos where he's like, sanitizing the casting couch. And he just sanitized a couch.
I don't want to see that.
And then like doing the dishes before my girlfriend gets home because I love her. He was just doing the dishes. It was so funny. I thought
I don't
want to
see that
funny.
on Pornhub. Okay. And also,
Oh,
we are just
Nigel.
two very platonic people.
We have the most
right.
platonic relationship in the world. I honestly
Exactly.
believe that. Basically, when people get into a relationship, they try to hide all of the
Yeah.
bad things about themselves until, they're committed. And then it's like, release everything.
Yes.
And we've basically done the opposite with each other.
Yeah, because when you start dating someone, you're hiding all the dirty and fucked up shit about you.
Exactly.
Until one day when they're committed and they can't go anywhere. Surprise! I'm a dick!
Yeah.
But it's too late now. We have 2 kids and a house.
We have 2 kids in a house.
Yeah.
Oh, and we've done the opposite. I'm like, I'm depressed, Nigel. I have diabetes.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. Who did I choose to be? When you choose a podcast co-host, usually you don't want any pre-existing conditions.
Even when you choose a podcast co-host, you try to choose like from the
For at the very least, I would like a healthy podcast co-host. You know?
What about emotionally healthy, like I am becoming?
You are neither healthy. Nothing about you is healthy.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
At least if you're physically healthy but you have depression, at least that is still okay. You don't have to worry about diabetes. You can focus on the depression.
Yeah.
But now it's like all the things attacking you. COVID, diabetes, depression, anxiety.
Oh, it's so funny. It's really funny. I mean, thank you, though. Thank you so much for that lovely piece of fanfic. And I would encourage people to write more because I think it's hilarious. And, like, just write more. I think it's so funny. I am going to be reading all of it and enjoy it and relay it to Nigel. Maybe we could have, like, a fanfic corner every...
No, we should reenact one of the fanfics live on the podcast.
Oh, my God, we should!
We should, right?
Yes, we should. Oh my God. Okay, so write us a piece of fanfic and we will dedicate an episode to reenacting it for you. Oh my God.
We'll
like
play
with
out all the
lines
characters and everything.
Yes,
All
we'll
the
play out all
the sexy voices, you know?
and inspire it by K-drama. Because honestly, Nigel, like our personalities are perfect for a K-drama. Have you seen every K-drama starts out like this? With like, you're the Kabul, you're like the CEO guy who's like,
Yes, of course I'm the CEO guy. And you are the little girl who works as a receptionist, who's very like low in status in society.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're like, there's something, she's so annoying, but then it's like, there's something about her. Why is there something about her? I can't stop thinking about her. And then and I'm like, why does he keep following me around? This is really weird. What does he want with me? Yeah, please write us a fanfic and like a K-drama inspired fanfic and we'll enact
We'll do it. We'll enact it. With all the proper... Evelyn's a proper actor also. She's been in Spider-Man for 2 seconds. A credit you always mention.
I don't mention it. You mention it.
All the time. I was in
don't.
Spider-Man,
We actually had a conversation with a Patreon guest, Miles Newell, and he was like, I want to hear more about like your acting career, Evelyn. Why don't you talk about it? And I was like, well, I kind of have to give Nigel space to talk about all of his stuff. So I don't mention anything I do. It's really
Mention
funny.
it next time, okay? Mention it.
Mention it. Well,
But we're gonna make more things, because as Rise to Meet You, we're essentially a production company, right? Which Evelyn doesn't believe we are.
because we have no office.
We don't need an office for a production company. Nobody needs an office anymore. It's just an ego thing.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
to be fair, like now in COVID days, realize that we probably don't need an
Exactly.
office.
What's the difference? We have funding from our wonderful listeners.
Yeah,
And from
that's true.
a little bit from our YouTube,
Mhm.
And we have have people who work with us, editors. We have like videographers. We have all that stuff.
Mhm.
We are a production company, a very Asian one. Like nothing's nice. It's very low budget. My office is my flat. So work editors come here, they sit next to me, and they can see my bed 2 feet away.
That's why we need an office.
No,
That's so creepy. But what
It's
we're
not
like
creepy.
we're an Asian protection as in like we go and steal space from other places. Like we go to like Siwoo or like an Asian grocery
The
store.
store.
Just sit on like the
Like flat
crates.
boxes.
Yeah.
Crates. Yes.
The crates of like egg noodles and just sit there and work on our computer. And like the only plug is next to like a refrigerator. So we sit there and steal like energy.
We're an Asian startup. That's how Asian businesses start. We never start out with the nice things.
Oh, that's so funny. It's like in all the meetings have to be in Chinatown.
Come to my office. You know, I'm actually here. I'm seeing crates of bok choy. You're at the right place. We're at the right place. Go downstairs. Turn right next to the crate of bok choy.
Yeah.
And then before you hit the sacks of rice, that's my office.
Yeah.
And you hit the
that's
sacks
my
of rice.
Excuse the smell.
Yeah.
Excuse the smell of dried fish.
Sorry, there's so much dry fish on my table. We have Mooncake Festival coming up, so we gotta.
Yeah. Would you like a mooncake?
Yeah.
Lo pop bang. Would you like that?
That's
God.
an Asian office.
An Asian office.
Sorry for all the children running around. Stop it! Hey! Shut the fuck up! Where were we? Oh yeah,
They
the
really
deal we were
should
talking
get
about.
back-
Yeah.
They really should get back to work.
Yeah.
The kids. Oh my God.
And then as you're having the meeting, they're just noisy in the background. So we're thinking like maybe our release schedule could be next week. Hey, shut the fuck! I'm gonna come and beat you up after I talk to this guy right here. Okay?
Daddy's working.
Yeah.
Daddy's working.
And then you just throw your slipper at them. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where were we? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes, Benedict Cumberbatch. Why do you think you're perfect for the role of this monk who's actually supposed to be Asian? Oh, you spent a
love it.
year at a temple in Nepal. Okay. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm very excited for my trip to Sweden, right? And Evelyn suggested that I stay at her house. I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you.
So because we're on a budget. And so, okay, the trip to Sweden is going to be, we're going to split our time between Stockholm and Gothenburg. And in Stockholm, we're both going to stay at a hotel. And that's
Yes.
already costly. And I think we might have, we're going to be going on trips and maybe even rent a car because I want to bring you to different places. And so I thought, well, if Nigel comes to Gothenburg, he could stay with me and my parents. And
I'm
like,
no, because I actually value my mental health, Evelyn.
so mean, Nigel.
And for listeners who hasn't seen Evelyn's house, it's a refugee camp.
No, it's really nice.
Show our listeners. Okay, this corner you see right here, listeners, is the only nice place in her whole flat. And 2 days ago, we were doing a tech rehearsal. There were like boxes and trash on the floor.
Nigel was like, yeah, please remove. He took a screenshot of the camera test that I sent him, and he just circled all the like crap.
The trash.
Yeah, and
the trash.
he wrote, please remove this. And I was like, Nigel, I know.
That's gonna be the thumbnail of this episode.
No.
Pictures of us, and then in the middle is just a circle of trash. Listen, Evelyn, I appreciate your offer, but I don't want to stay in a place that smells like boxes. It smells like old, rotting boxes. Boxes have that smell, right? You buy something from Amazon and then you don't throw the box out for a day and the smell lingers. And those
Yeah.
boxes have been in your house for years. All right? Those boxes have been there before COVID, before 9/11, before all the stuff, before the Titanic sank, before all the tragedies. You know?
Before the Titanic.
Yeah.
To be fair, some of them may be from the Titanic.
That's, maybe your parents are on there. As everyone's just escaping, they're like, what free shit can we get? What free shit can we get?
Yeah, they were the one in like the third class, and then they got out to the first class. Instead of going to the lifeboats, they just went through all of the stuff.
That's a sketch. Asian Titanic. Asian Titanic.
They're like, come, lifeboat. They're like, no.
No. There's free instruments. All the musicians left their instruments. Let's go get it. We can sell it to our family back home.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's like, go get those jewelries. That lady, she was gonna throw that necklace into the ocean. Are you kidding me? No, actually, at the end scene of Titanic, as she throws it, just a Chinese person just pops out.
Hoa.
Just grabs it.
Yes. Good. Very good.
Thank you.
New necklace. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 哎呀，破黐線啊
Evelyn just said, oh, that lady's crazy.
Yeah, that lady's crazy. Oh my god.
So
That'd be
the
so
answer is
funny.
no, I don't want to stay at your place.
Actually, my theory, Nigel, is that if you stay, my theory is that if you stay here, you're just going to realize that you miss Malaysia. Because our place is kind of like a street market. You can find anything here.
I mean, you're right. You're not wrong. But it's like the worst parts of Malaysia. It's the messiness, the street marketness, but no parents there. So why would I go? It's just the worst parts.
I bet you if you came, you would find that crocodile. You would find it somewhere here amongst my parents' stuff and just sew it onto your polo.
Yeah. Oh, Evelyn's making a reference to our video that's gonna be
Previous.
recording this. It's gonna come out on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's gonna come out on Sunday, but it will be out when this video goes out. So Uncle Roger goes get a makeover, and then I try to haggle with the guy who works at Lacoste. Can I
Yes.
just buy the crocodile thing and I just sew it onto my orange polo?
Yeah.
Yeah, parents probably have that.
My parents
It's probably
have that.
one of the things in the circle of trash.
Yeah. It's a treasure trove of just unnecessary things. Oh my god.
No, I'm splurging on a Radisson Blue. Okay, in Gothenburg.
Yeah.
I wanna live my life a little bit. I'm already spending a whole 10 days with this COVID-ridden person.
I think my parents want to meet you though.
Okay, we're gonna meet in a neutral location. Okay? Not your house. I'm not commuting to trash. Okay?
A neutral location.
A coffee shop, a restaurant, my hotel lobby, you know.
Oh my god. Your hotel lobby.
It's nothing sleazy. I just want to meet your parents. I'm not going to make the move on Francis Mark.
My dad. Oh my god. Well, maybe we can arrange like a dinner with him and Tony, and then
Yeah, dinner's
and
good. Dinner's good.
You can meet
Not
Tony
your place, though.
as well.
Not him cooking, yeah? At a proper restaurant with like tablecloths and stuff. Okay.
I mean, his cooking is good. His cooking is good.
yeah,
it's
but his
just
the ambience isn't. So, ambience is very important to me now. When I'm traveling, I want the ambience.
When you're traveling. Oh, Nigel.
Uncle
okay,
Roger
yes.
want the ambience.
Oh my god.
My favorite thing.
What would Uncle Roger's home look like?
I mean, my home.
Mm.
You know,
Oh,
Uncle
your
Roger
home.
loves the design now. You know, all
With-
the clean, minimalist lines.
With a polka dot wall?
Hey, that's the ex-wife stuff. I just haven't had time to peel it down yet.
Oh, it looks nice. I think you should
Not
keep
because
it.
I'm not over her. Okay, I'm over her. It's just the dogs take a lot of work to peel down. It's not that I want to get reminded. It's not like this is the last thing that reminds me of her warmth and embrace. It's just the last. It's just a lot of effort to take it down. I have to hire a ladder.
Yeah, believe that, people. Believe that.
I sound convincing, right? It doesn't remind me of her at all.
Oh, it's so funny though.
Nothing in this flat reminds me of her, you know? Not the photos I still keep. Not the drawings of me she's made and that I still keep.
Do you still have your Chernobyl box?
Yeah, but I moved it out because I have too many clothes now. But I still keep the stuff in there, you know?
Nigel had, right after his split up, he had a drawer where he kept everything that kind of reminded him of his ex-wife. And it was very sweet because, and also very sad. But I'm glad that you now...
sad. I just don't have space. I don't know where to put it. And ultimately, it's still a big chunk of my life. So you don't want to throw those things away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well,
so you want to keep it, although it hurts you. Even though it just rips your heart out every time you see it. But, you know, you still keep it because it's nice. Don't cry because it ended. Smile because it happened. All that bullshit. You know?
Oh, my God. And now
I'm not doing a good job at convincing myself.
Wait a minute. My parents are coming.
Hiya. What did she say? What did she say?
She said
all I hear
that
is gibberish.
they're going for a walk, but it's like, it's so funny because it's like, I don't know if this is a Asian parent thing, but like they just have to have your attention for everything that they want to tell you. Like, even if it's like they're just going to go for a walk. Like, they don't have to tell me that. But they're like, my mom was struggling to open my door. She like, because I've put like my clothes hanger in front of my door just to make it look okay. And so it's covering the door and you can't open it. But she's like struggling to trying to open it. And she's like, hello. But she can hear that I'm talking to you through the door. She can hear that I'm doing something. But then still she's like, hey, we're going for a walk. And then just like, and I'm like, you just write me a WhatsApp and tell me that. You don't need to tell me that.
Asian moms love keeping you informed about the most unimportant things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's so unnecessary. Like the other day, she was like, she called me and she was like, Evelyn, we're out of milk. And I'm like, okay, do you need me to buy it? And she's like, no, your dad's gonna buy it. And I'm like, why did you call me? Like, why did you call me?
She's just trying to make conversation. For an Asian parent, it's hard to talk about feelings, so we talk about milk.
So we talk about
as an entry point. You know? We're out of milk. Oh, do you need me to buy it? No, dad's gonna buy it. So she expects you to ask back, so how's your mental health recently, Mom? You know? That's how you start the conversation with Asian parents.
You still thinking about grandma who passed away a few years ago?
Yeah. How's your diabetes?
Oh,
Have you met the man of your dreams? Why do your parents want to meet me?
They've seen Uncle Roger.
Hey! Thank you.
Make me feel special.
Don't tell your dad it's partially based off of him.
Yeah.
Is he gonna tell me, oh, Nigel, Uncle Roger, this character is so relatable? I'm like, yeah, it is. It's fucking you.
Yeah.
Of course it's relatable to you.
Yeah, Uncle Roger's best friend is also named Tony. My best friend's also named Tony.
Oh, what a coincidence. I didn't know that. My dad does that, you know. My dad tells me, oh yeah, it's a very relatable character. I'm like, yeah, Dad, it's fucking you. It's you.
It's you, Simon Ung.
Yeah.
It's you and all of the Asian dads.
Did you see the belt phone case? You see the oversized shirts? It's fucking you, Dad. It's you.
My God. Did he say that he inspired that character?
Yeah, he takes credit for it too. All the ideas, I give him one. You know? All the ideas come from me.
That is so sweet. That's really sweet. I mean, I had a friend who saw, because I made, the cooking video with my dad is finally done, and I'm going to release it tomorrow, I think. Is that a good day for release?
We'll see.
Why are you sighing?
You say tomorrow for like 5 episodes in a row now.
Yeah, but it's actually done now.
That's what you said 4 episodes ago, too.
But that was
I
me
will
lying.
believe it when I see it, okay?
Is tomorrow a good release date, though?
Nobody cares. Just put it on.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll just put it online. But I was showing it to one of my friends, and when he was watching it, he was like, "This is Uncle Roger." I'm like, yeah. He was like, "Is this what inspired Uncle Roger?" I was like, "Well, all Asian dads inspired Uncle Roger."
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny.
That's great. Sure,
Yeah.
I'd love to meet your dad. You know, we'll have
Yeah.
some nice food. You know, I'll give you some
Yeah.
interior design tips, some interior decor tips. Oh, by the way, here's something I thought about that on the surface might seem sad, but it's actually not. It's just a funny joke I want to work on. You know,
What?
so you know how Asian parents are together, even though they never get divorces, right?
Yeah.
They stick together forever. Whereas for like, my ex was German. So in their country, it's very common to get divorces. And
Yeah.
sometimes you divorce someone, and then 2 marriages later, you're back to the same person again from the first marriage.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm looking forward to that day. I'm not saying I'm holding out hope. Don't get me wrong, people. Don't let the dots and the drawer in my house sway you. I'm just saying
Did you hear
that's a
that,
thing
Eva?
that happens.
Did you hear that, Eva? You're never getting rid of him.
No.
He's like herpes. He'll just keep popping up.
I want her to lead her own life now, okay? Eva doesn't listen to the podcast anyway. Okay? She thinks it's too much of me.
Did you really say that? No.
Yeah, and it must be terrible to be like to divorce someone
Uh-huh.
and then have them pop up on your YouTube recommendation feed.
I mean, I can barely handle it.
Yeah.
And
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get over this guy. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Then boop, boop, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit. Holy shit.
Hiya. And also popping up in the way that she like didn't like you the most.
The most Asian way.
Most Asian way. His accent is stronger now?
Yeah, what happened? Was I the thing that was like whitening him all this time, making him assimilate to society? Without me, he's just this Asian piece of driftwood.
Yeah. Asian piece of driftwood. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. I mean,
No.
so
We are
now-
good friends. We are good friends. Okay.
That's good. Would you get into another relationship with a white person? Is what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah. I think culturally, if you're compatible, sure. I don't discriminate by race, you know. I'm not Evelyn. I value human beings all equally. You know, the skin color doesn't affect your content of your character. So, you know.
I beg to differ.
Wow. Outright podcast co-host Evelyn Mark.
That is the sound of racial superiority.
Okay,
No.
please don't demonetize us,
Yeah.
YouTube, please.
I thought you were gonna laugh.
I can't laugh. I can't be encouraging this behavior. I can't be laughing when you say crazy shit.
Is that why I can never say crazy shit? Because when I do it, it just crosses the line.
When I say crazy shit, there's attempt at a joke there, there's an attempt at an angle, but you're just like, the superior race is me. Where's the joke?
Joke? That's a joke? Because I'm
don't
so
know.
clearly not. I have diabetes. I had COVID. I have mental health issues. I'm so clearly not the superior
Okay,
race.
it's a joke. Okay, fine, it's a joke. So, you know, but speaking of dating, I was on Hinge. I'm on Hinge now, right? And
Mhm.
I realized, are there any Asian women out there without a food Instagram? Is it a legal requirement for all Asian girls to have a food Instagram account?
That's
Why?
very funny. Because that's how you know they're good. They're the good type of Asian woman. I mean, it's like, yes, of course, because Asian women, I think I want to say that that's like a seal of approval. Because, like, if you know that she's into her food, then you know you're going to have a good time.
No, you can be you can be into food and not post on Instagram. You know, it's so basic.
Sure.
It's so basic.
I think it's celebrating because food is such a big part of Asian culture. So it kind of celebrates it, doesn't it?
No, boring. Show me your bikini photos. That's celebrating.
Oh my god.
I would like that. Photos of you clubbing, bikini photos, you know. Have one photo with liquor in your hand. With a bottle of liquor in your hand. That's fun. That screams fun.
Why do you want a photo of a woman with liquor in her hand?
The point of me checking out Instagram to see what you look like in real life. I don't want to see a picture of crispy pork. I know what crispy pork look like.
In real life?
Yeah. I've had it so many times.
Uh,
And it's all just food photos. I'm like, oh, another one. Oh. Even worse than food photos, if someone only has a landscape or travel Instagram, oh. Really? Buildings? Really? How are we going to strike up a conversation? Oh, this building's nice. Oh, really? Yeah, it's pretty nice. This building's nice too. Oh, there are lots of windows in this building. I like this building. This building has a door. Oh my God, a door?
This is so funny because this so clearly shows me like how because if somebody had a travel Instagram, I'm like, oh my God, I could speak to this person about so many things, like all of the places they've gone to, how they felt when they were there, how they felt about the country, like
That's
what
a
did they
fallacy.
learn. But if I
That's
see a
fallacy.
person, why is it a fallacy?
If you see a travel Instagram, all the conversation is, okay, this picture looks nice. Oh yeah, I was in Finland. Oh, Finland, I've never been. Okay. This picture is nice. Where is this? Oh, Sweden. Oh, Sweden, I've never been. Okay. See, it's just that. It's just, have you been? No, but I really want to go. That's 90% of travel talk. List the country. The other person says, no, I haven't been, but I really want to go. Next country. No, I haven't been, but I really want to go.
That shows what kind of conversationalist you are, because if it's like, oh, Iceland, I've never been, I really want to
See?
go. I hear that. Yeah, but then I add, I hear that like I hear that they do tours of like the glaciers, and like you could go and swim in like a hot what's it called, hot thingy volcano pool.
I'm writing that down.
And
when
like,
run
did
out
you
of
try?
conversation, say, I hear that they.
I hear that they. And then did you
And then
try
blank.
whale? Did you try seal fat, which I know they eat as well, which is pretty weird.
It's just crispy pork, but crispy seal. You know? That is white people's version of crispy pork.
Nigel, you're so limited. You're so limited to like crispy pork. This is your world. This is your world. Content creation, crispy pork, K-drama shoes,
And orange
that's
polos.
and orange polos. But not for yourself, for your alter ego, Uncle Roger. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Life is hard. I don't have time. I'm too busy. I'm too busy working all the time.
You
know,
need to
Evelyn,
work. Huh?
before we started the podcast, you were saying, you know, we should schedule our podcast so we can have our Sundays off. I'm like, oh, well, we're never having a Sunday or Saturday off ever again in our lives, Evelyn. Welcome to content creation. This is a new world now. People scrutinize your looks, and you don't get weekends off anymore.
And you don't get weekends off.
That's a good. You are a good conversationalist, though.
Thank you.
You're so good at faking interest in a place.
What?
You know, like I literally don't care about Iceland. If you tell me I've been to Iceland, oh yeah, I haven't been, but I'd like to go. And apart from that, after that, I don't care. I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Oh my God. Like that's not being a good conversationalist. That's just being like a decent person, being interested in another person.
It's overrated.
And you're terrible. You're a terrible listener as well. So you're a bad listener and you're a bad conversationalist. How can people go on dates with you? Like, what is a date with you, Nigel? Like, how can it be enjoyable?
Me.
And that's why we're never gonna get together. Circle completed. Circle completed.
Yes. That is a good place to end, people. Follow us on all the social media platforms at Rise to Meet You Pod, and tag us in your Insta story if you're listening to us, and leave us a nice rating and review on Apple Podcasts.
Yes, and we are now on YouTube as well, so you can watch us and watch all of our reactions and
we
watch
do a lot of like
Nigel.
pieces. We do a lot of lines down the camera lens too because we want to talk to you. We want you to see us talking to you. So the
Yes.
YouTube stuff, even though you have listened to the audio episode, the YouTube stuff is still worth a watch, people.
Yes, it is. It is. And we really want to thank everybody who has watched and like subscribed to our channel because it's grown exponentially. And we really enjoy it. And we enjoy your comments as well.
Support our Patreon. We are a production company now. Give us some furniture so we don't have to sit on crates. So we don't have to work from Evelyn's home. Okay? So we can finally afford an office that
So we
doesn't
can
have the
sit-
smell of cardboard.
So we can sit at the Radisson and just have the brunch, which, by the way, they do a
Yeah.
pretty nice brunch. So we're going to have that one day when you're
In
here.
Gothenburg, are you going to be staying at the Radisson with me?
No, I'm going to stay at my parents'. What do you mean?
Let's stay at the Radisson with me.
Why? I live
It's
here.
nice. It's nice.
I live here.
It's nicer.
My parents' house isn't like a dumpster with 4 walls, Nigel. We have stuff, but it's a house. It's a house.
See you next week, people.
Bye.